a whole level more useful than anything you're seeing on television. So he was talking to Sam, and my name came up a few times, which is why I was drawn to it. Somebody said, hey, your name has been mentioned, so I went over and took a look. And the parts that mentioned me were not especially interesting for our purposes, but I was fascinated to listen to Sam's description of the difference between the left and the right. Now, you know that Sam is one of the most vocal anti-Trumpers, very vocal. And you know that that Sam and I had a discussion on his podcast about that. And what Sam was saying is that when people on the right misinterpret him, and he points it out, they're more likely to just correct it and say, oh, okay, I guess I didn't have the information right, so let me correct that. But the people on the left simply take his words out of context, make up a meaning that isn't his, something ridiculous, and then assign it to him, why he's an idiot because of the opinion they hallucinated and assigned to him. Now, I thought, and many of you probably thought, hey, I thought that only happened. So, I made a prediction a while ago that although Sam is one of the most vocal and effective, I would say, anti-Trumpers, that over time his views might evolve, and that he might move from being as anti-Trump as you could get to something closer to, well, okay, I don't like it, but he is getting stuff done. And I don't think he's there yet, but when you watch these little signs, like the fact that he's recognized the side that most agrees with him about President Trump, the people who are all on his side on this big political issue are horrible, which he's understanding now. They're simply misinterpreting him for Lord knows what reasons. So he's already developed sort of I'd say, an affection for the people on the right that he's having trouble getting from the people on the left, just in the political realm. And I would say that that mirrors very much my experience. I've told you so many times you're tired of hearing it, that my own political views are sort of left of Bernie, at least in a lot of the social issues. And a lot of the other stuff I usually just don't even understand, like trade imbalances and, well, I understand an imbalance, but trade negotiations and, the big stuff, I don't really understand that stuff. But I'm left to Bernie on a lot of the social issues. However, the people who are nicest are on the right. Of course, there's the crazies on the far right who are actual racists and stuff. And I'm not discounting that they exist. But just in a day-to-day interaction, the people on the right are just nicer to me, even when they disagree. So we'll see if Sam continues to evolve. And I loved in the conversation with Dave Rubin, I'm forgetting the exact context, but I think Dave pointed out the president, as Sam would note, departs from the fact-checking quite frequently and more aggressively than we've ever seen before, that the results seem to be fairly consistently good. So we're seeing the economy good, blah, 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 you know all the success. And things with North Korea look to be moving at least in the right direction at the moment. And Sam acknowledges those things, that at least, I think where he is, and this would be my own interpretation, which could be wrong, but I think Sam would say that Trump at least hasn't broken the economy, broken North Korea. He hasn't broken the fight against ISIS. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that he hasn't broken, which is better than a lot of people thought would happen, right? Somebody said, not yet. That's what I'm getting to. So if you listen to Sam's concern what is it that he hates most about the whole Trump experience? I tried to understand his point in whatever would be the crispest, clearest way, and I couldn't get there. So let me see if I can even maybe restate it in my own